Namaste Gurukulians, how are you? Hope all of you are healthy, fit and fine. Welcome back once again in our channel of the Gurukul, NILOKHERI and Jyoti sir. I hope that all of you are enjoying our videos and doing your work regularly. It is your duty, it is your moral obligation and the humble request from the teacher's side to complete your work on time, as we are putting a lot of labor only for the sake of you guys, because your satisfaction is our first priority. Clear? So I, Sanjeev Sharma, welcome all of you here once again in my channel, in our channel of the Gurukul NILOKHERI. I hope that you will listen to me attentively as I am going to start chapter number 2 of your second book, Vistas. This is the book VISTAS. Clear? Vistas is the supplementary reader. You know very well, some questions will come in your board examination, essay type question, short answer type question throughout some chapters. Those are given here. So we are going to start a very interesting, very significant chapter number 2, the Tiger King. So put your concentration and carry this book in your hand in order to underline the difficult words by having some pen or pencil in your hand. So be ready, start. So boys, as I told you, this is the Tiger King. The Tiger King is a beautiful satirical story. It is a satire, S-A-T-I-R-E. Let me explain you what is a satire. Satire is a comment on the society when some people, due to some unknown facts, due to some irrelevant reasons, they start doing some wrong deeds in the society. So some writers, they start putting their comment in the form of their creativities, through their stories, through their novels, through their essays, through their poems. They put comment in a satirical manner. They try to convey a message, they try to reform the society. We should not do such kind of wrong deeds in our lives. So the Tiger King is a satire on those who conceit of their power, status and position. People, those are rich enough and those are in position, if they start misusing their power, so this is the matter of a pity for the society. Suppose if we talk about 50 years back, 100 years back, 200 years back, when kings, queens used to be there in our country. Now this time democracy is going on. People are electing their leaders. Clear? If I go in the flashback 100 years back, 200 years back, at that time when politicians were not there, only the kings used to be there, queens used to be there by having their province, proper kingdom. So they used to do a lot of things in the eyes of the people. Some of them, they were very good, they used to perform their good deeds. Some of them, they were bad and cruel enough. I don't want to highlight the names of some cruel people. You know very well, in history you might have studied about them. Some Mughal emperors were coming and different from religions. Clear? They were coming in India, and so a lot of atrocities had been done on their part. Clear? So such a story is being depicted over here. This is the story of a king. First of all, you should know about the significance of its title, why the Tiger King title has been given to this story. Clear? So this story, as you know very well, as it is highlighted throughout the name, the king. So this story relates to a king. There was a king of Pratibandhapuram. Clear? There was a kingdom, Pratibandhapuram, right? This is the state, Pratibandhapuram. In that state, there was a king, and due to some predictions, and on the basis of merely a prediction, and he started hunting some innocent animals, some innocent tigers, by having the benefit of his power, position and status. So the writer of the Tiger King story, Mr. Kalki, Kalki, he has put a comment on the society. Clear? And how did he put a comment? Why it is called a satire and how it is a satire actually, I will explain you. Before that, let me tell you some explanation of the writer himself. Kalki is the writer. The Tiger King is one of the beautiful stories, satirical stories written by Kalki. Kalki's real name was Ramaswamy, right? Ramaswamy Krishnamurti. Krishnamurti. Clear? Ramaswamy Krishnamurti, he was born on September 9, 1899 in Manal Medu in Tamil Nadu. Right? He was born on September 9, 1899. Mr. Ramaswamy Krishnamurti. Kalki. Kalki is the pen name of Mr. Ramaswamy. Pen name, I mean to say, boys, please pay attention. Some writers are there in English literature and they are given some pen name because of their creativities, and for their entire life they would be having an identification because of their pen name rather than their real name. Clear? In the book itself it is written Kalki. If you open the book, okay, the writer's name is given Kalki, and in board examination also you must write down Kalki, and it is only for the sake of your knowledge. To enhance your knowledge, I have told you the real depiction of the writer himself, Ramaswamy Krishnamurti, was the name of Kalki, and he was born on September 9, 1899 in Manal Medu. It is a town, it is a city in TN means Tamil Nadu. Clear? He was a South Indian, and he died on December 5, 1954 in Chennai or Madras. It is also the part of Tamil Nadu. Clear? At that time the name was Madras. Now the Madras has been changed into Chennai. Clear? So he was born on September 9, 1899 and he died on December 5, 1954. Clear? So many depictions he has given, so many creativities he has given worldwide, and out of them he has written 10 novella and 5 novellas and novels. Now what is the difference between novella and novel? Novella is a short novel, clear, and novel is a long depiction. Clear? It is a long novel, proper novel, and this is a short novel. So 10 novellas he has written and 5 novels, and 5 romantic historical romances he has written. 3 romantic historical depiction he has given. Romantic or historical depiction he has given. Throughout his creativities, he has earned a lot of name and fame in the society. He was a big critic, he was a big writer, and so many contemporaries of his time who used to write down their depictions, and he started commenting on all of them by criticizing with their words. Clear? So, in his own depiction, one of the beautiful stories, the Tiger King, he has commented on the society by having an example of a king. Clear? So let me brief you the story before starting the chapter. Please pay attention carefully. As I told you, there was a kingdom named Pratibandhapuram. So there was a crown prince, C-R-O-W-N, crown, P-R-I-N-C-E. Crown prince means Shehzada, Rajkumar. When he was born over there, so huge celebration had been done in the palace. Huge celebration was there, the gathering, the crowd over there. The parents of Jilani Jung Bahadur. Yes, Jilani Jung Bahadur was the name given to the crown prince. J-I-L-A-N-I, Jilani, J-U-N-G, Jung, again J-U-N-G, Jung, then Bahadur, B-A-H-U-D-A-R, Bahadur. Jilani Jung Bahadur was the name given to the crown prince when he was born at Pratibandhapuram. Friends, relatives and acquaintance gathered over there when he was merely 10 days. The age of the crown prince was merely 10 days. 10 दिन का बच्चा when he was over there. Huge celebration was in the palace. So many astrologers. Astrologers, you know very well, Hindi translation, Jyotishacharya, clear? So many astrologers had been called. Some of them they were sitting in this way. Some of them they were sitting in this way. And the chief astrologer, he was sitting in the center. And all of them, they were reading the books of the stars of the crown prince. The chief astrologer, after reading the prediction of the crown prince, he suddenly started speaking. This crown prince has taken birth. One day he would meet his end. He would meet his death. At this, miraculously, surprisingly, the 10 days old Jilani Jung Bahadur, he started speaking with crystal clarity. Everybody was stunned when he said, "Oh wise prophets, the person who has come into the world would have to meet his death." What is the speciality in that? If you know something else about my life, about my future, then you depict. Then the chief astrologer, he left his place and surprisingly he went towards the crown prince who was sleeping in the cradle. Cradle means palna. He was sleeping over there. Then throughout his spectacles on the nose, he started gazing for few seconds and then he came back and again he started speaking. The crown prince, he has taken birth in the hour of the bull, H-O-U-R, hour of the bull, B-U-L-L. What is a bull? In the translation, Vrishab Nakshatra. I want to tell you, 12 Rashiyas are there like Mesh, Vrish, Mithun, Kark, Singh, Kanya, Tula, Vrishik, Dhanu, Makar, Kumbh, Meen, etc. etc. So astrologers, on the basis of these predictions, they start telling the fortune of the people. They start telling about the future of the new born babies, clear? So on the basis of that, he said that this crown prince has taken birth in the hour of the bull, and the bull and tigers are enemies to each other, so definitely his death would come by a tiger. Then celebration continued and everything had been done. People came back to their homes back. So year after years rolled away and the crown prince, he started growing up like king of the kings, hero of the hero, warrior of the warriors, champion of the champions, and he started drinking the milk of an English cow. An English nanny, N-A-N-Y, nanny means the English tutor who was having a lot of proficiency in English language. So she used to come at his palace in order to teach him English, because it was the time of British India, clear? When India was under British rule. So, and by the passage of time, when he came in adolescent age, he had got a mastery, he got a skills in horse riding, swording, swimming, speaking, education, qualification, everything. He was quite perfect, clear? So at a very early age, the parents, they had got tight, and a very early age, he had become the king of Pratibandhapuram. The crownship had been done. When he had become the next ruler of Pratibandhapuram, he started listening about the old prediction given by the chief astrologer throughout some ministers. And he came to know that the chief astrologer had predicted about his life that his death would come by a tiger. Then immediately he took his horse and a rifle on his shoulder and went to the jungle, and there he hunted a tiger, and his dead body, his carcass means dead body, his carcass had been brought back to the palace. And then he sent for the chief astrologer. Sent for means he called the chief astrologer and showed the carcass of the tiger to the chief astrologer and asked, "Oh wise prophets, oh Mr. Astrologer, now what would you say? See the dead body. You had predicted about my life that my death would come by a tiger. Now see the condition of a tiger. I myself have killed this tiger. He could not kill me. I had killed him." Then the chief astrologer, who had grown so old, he started smiling, and then he said, "Oh your majesty, your excellency, you may kill 99 tigers. You may kill 99 tigers, but be aware of 100th one. Be aware of 100th one." Then the tiger king, he replied back to him, If I am capable to kill 100 tigers, then what would you do? At this, the astrologer, he replied again that, Your Majesty, if you kill 100 tigers, this is my tuft, means choti, I would cut it. I would cut my sacred thread in the form of Janeu. Then I would tear my books of astrology, will throw them in the dustbin, and I would become an insurance agent. This is my surety challenge to you. And the bet took place between the two. I would prove you how to kill 100 tigers. It is just like that. So it is a satire here on the basis of merely a prediction. Then the tiger king, he started hunting the innocent tigers. What is the reason behind it? Nobody knows. The future is insecure. What is going to be done in future, Swamb? We don't know what is going to be happening by tomorrow. We don't have any surety. On the basis of merely a prediction, he started doing the wrong deeds. What was the fault of the 100 tigers that he started hunting? And since that day, the tiger king, he proclaimed means ghoshna karna, he proclaimed in the city that nobody was allowed to hunt the tigers except the king himself. He took the benefit of his power, status and position and started hunting the tiger one by one. He had released the order, if somebody caught hunting the tiger, he would send to the jail and his property would be confiscated, means his property would be occupied by the king himself. Everybody got feared. Nobody dared to move towards the jungle because of fear of the king himself. And the king started hunting the tiger one after one. I'm sorry. So, after some days, the trouble came before the tiger king. There was a British high-ranking officer. He paid a visit to the jungle of Pratibandhapuram with his wife. When he came to there, as he wanted to hunt the tigers, but as per royal decree, he was not allowed to hunt the tigers. Then the king came to know about it and he got feared. He got scared because the officer was British. He was British officer and high-ranking officer, and India was under the observation of British rule. That's why he was having a fear of his kingdom, that it would be in danger zone. Then immediately he released an order to his servants, go to Madras and fetch some 50 diamond rings from a beautiful outlet, on a good outlet, and beautiful diamond rings. He arranged 50 diamond rings and just presented to the wife of the officer, by having an expectation that she would select merely 3 and 4. But the wife was very clever. She had taken 50 out of 50 diamond rings, and the king, he had to pay the bills of 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees of at that time is equal to many crores of this time. Clear? But anyhow, the king's kingdom, it was safe. Okay. Though the tiger king, when he hunted the tigers, and after hunting, he was bringing the dead body, the carcass, at his palace, and he started hanging it on the walls. Clear? One after one, 70 tigers he had killed, and after killing 70 tigers, he found the population of the tigers in his kingdom was extinct, was about to finish. He didn't find any more tigers. Then he called his diwan and started asking that, oh, Mr. Diwan, soon you try to find out a suitable matchmaking for me. I want to get married. I want to get married in the kingdom where I can find out the maximum ratio of the tigers in his kingdom, because I want to complete my bet. I just want to prove that I can kill 100 tigers. Soon the matchmaking was found and the marriage took place. So after getting married, the king, he started paying a visit to his in-laws, and in his kingdom, in the kingdom of his in-laws, he started hunting the tiger and started bringing the carcass and hanging it into the palace. One after one, he was hunting tigers, and he had finally killed 99 tigers. Now the final destiny was coming, but unfortunately, he didn't find any more tiger, neither in his kingdom, Pratibandhapuram, nor in the kingdom of his in-laws. Now, he called all of his ministers, diwan and other employees, and released an order to find out at least one more tiger, otherwise he would rustigate all of them from their jobs. and he had released some orders in the neighboring village. Those were in the territory of the jungle, in either to find out at least last tiger, or he would take the triple tax from the villagers. Everybody was stunned, everybody was shocked. The Diwan and his wife, they had decided to arrange a tiger from Madras. So both of them, they sat into a motor van and visited to the national park. The national park in Madras, it was a zoo. Okay, from the zoo they had purchased an old and weak tiger, and it was loaded into the van. The tiger was too weak that it was refusing to get loaded itself into the van, but finally forcefully it was loaded and it was released into the jungle. The next day the information was given to the king, and the king, he got ready. The preparation had been made for the last hunting of the tiger king. Everybody was taking their position. Hunters were ready, okay, ministers were ready, the king was ready, and some people were coming in order to see how does the tiger king complete his counting of 100 tigers killing. So when the king, he saw the tiger with his rifle, he just fired the bullet, and the tiger, it fell down. Okay, and everybody jumped happily. It means that hooray, long live the king, hail the tiger king, hail the tiger king. It means the tiger king, he got happy, he got tremendously happy, because he had completed his bet and he wanted to call the chief astrologer, but unfortunately the chief astrologer had already died. He could not call him. Then he immediately released the order to bring the dead body, to bring the carcass of the tiger and bring it to the palace and hang it on the wall of my palace. By releasing the order, he just by doing horse riding went back to his palace. When he had left, at his back, the ministers and others, they had seen the tiger was alive, because it was blinking its eyes in this way. It means they got feared. If the king came to know the tiger was alive, he would rusticate all of us from our jobs. Then they arranged a hunter and asked him to shoot the tiger at a distance. The hunter got ready and he shot the tiger at a distance, and finally the tiger had died. The king was happy, as according to the king, he had killed 100 tigers, but actually the 100th tiger he had not killed. He had killed only 99 tigers. Now this time the king, he started paying attention towards his family and towards his kingdom. He had been blessed with a baby boy, and his 3rd birthday was coming near, and he wanted to present a beautiful gift for his son. So that's why he paid a visit to the market and paid a visit to different shops, but he did not find a suitable gift for his son. At last he went to a wooden toy shop, and there he selected a wooden toy tiger, WOODEN, wooden toy, TOY, toy tiger, lakdi ka bana hua sher. It was made by unskilled carpenter. Unskilled means anadi, who is not perfect. Clear? Unperfect, you can say that. And carpenter means badai. Clear? So it was made by an unskilled carpenter and full of sleeves. Sleeves means fans. Lakdi ke andar fans hoti na, in Hindi translation. Clear? It was made of different sleeves, and its costing was not more than 1 anna, 2 annas. When the king, he had elected that wooden toy tiger, and he liked it very much and started asking its costing to the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper, he got scared. He got scared. If I tell the king the actual value of this toy, it's made of 1 anna, 2 anna, he can punish me. So he told, as per the standard of the king, "Oh, your majesty, it is one of the beautiful toys and its costing is 300 rupees. And the king, he got happy, because everything was according to his standard. Okay, he paid 300 rupees and asked the shopkeeper to pack it and send it to the palace. In the evening, when he unfolded the parcel and started playing with his son, one of the sleeves, it pierced into his right hand. Uske right hand mein fans chub gayi in this way, and he took it outside. He got some bleeding and pain over there, but the king, he ignored. The next morning, the swelling took place. And after 2 days, the swelling was more and more, and everybody had decided to call the doctors, and three doctors, beautiful doctor, excellent doctors, they had been called from Madras, and they had decided to operate the king's hand. The operation theatre was opened inside and king was taken to there. After many hours of operation, the doctors came outside and they had declared the operation was successful. We had cured the right hand of the king. But unfortunately, what happened to king, we don't know. The king is no more in the world. In short, he died. In this way, the 100th tiger in the form of wooden toy had taken revenge upon the tiger king. Clear? So this story is a satire. Really, it is a satire, means only basis of the merely a prediction that the tiger king, he started hunting the tiger one by one. So many things we are having in our lives. We are full of superstitiousness. If we are in trouble, we usually pay a visit to astrologers and we start asking about our predictions, what is going to be done in our lives, and whatever he is going to tell us, we have to implement it, whether it is right or wrong. So it is wrong things, wrong deeds are going on. Do your best and be the best one, because God has created you in the form of the human beings, the beautiful creativities of the God. You are one of them, and if you spoil your life in the wrong deeds, then you are inhuman. Do not have the benefit of your power, position or status as the tiger king was having. Actually his real name was Jilani Jang Bahadur, because of his wrong deeds, the adjective in the form of tiger king had been given to him, because he was hunting the tigers. Clear? So boys, I hope that all of you had listened the story in a beautiful manner. It is a sarcasm also you can say. So in my next video, I will start word to word reading. I hope that you would be listening to me attentively over there. So till then, you just revise the summary in your own words, and some of you can ask me some questions with respect to the content of this story, this summarization, if you have any problem, on the WhatsApp group in which you have already been added. I personally will send a message on any of your mobile phone. I can contact your parents as well as if whether you are doing your work properly or not, and very soon the test will be conducted by myself. Clear? As early as possible, and you must be ready in your all aspects, because we are trying our level best to make you educate in a better way. I hope that you are understanding our feelings and passion, because a scholar has rightly said, a teacher is always a friend, philosopher and a guide of the students. So in this hope, have a nice day. Thank you so much that you have listened to me attentively.